everyone, it's Maki here. A brand new Gunpla from the Seed series has just been announced. It's the Master Grade Gundam Astray Mirage Frame 2nd issue. This Gundam appears in the spin-off series Astray. It first appeared in Versus Astray. It also appears in the latest entry, Freedom Astray. As it appears in a spin-off series, some fans who mainly watch the main anime series may not have heard of it before. Today, while we are checking out the Gunpla, let's take a look at what kind of mobile suit this Gundam really is. Before we dive into the main topic, let me share a quick update. On my channel, I'm looking for support through memberships. For just 99 cents a month, you can get a name badge and special perks for your comments. Alright then, let's start the analysis. The Gundam Astray is a mobile suit, designed and built by Orb using Stolen Earth Alliance technology. The most famous Astrays are the red, blue and gold frames. The Mirage frame is the 5th Gundam Astray. Some people might think that it was added later because the story became popular, but this is not the case. However, its existence was set from the time the story was originally created. Volume 2 of the 2004 novel states that a total of 5 Gundam Astrays were manufactured, including those made up of spare parts. Versus Astray was announced in 2009. This means that the existence of the 5th unit had clearly been planned more than 5 years earlier. Incidentally, the 4th unit was named Green Frame. The name Mirage Frame feels like it follows a naming convention quite different from that of the traditional Astray series. And that's no surprise. The Mirage Frame was named by an organization other than Orb. In the 2008 official reference book Dengeki Date Collection, it is only described as Astray Unit 5. Originally, it was apparently an Astray manufactured merely as spare parts without an official name. So, how exactly did the name Mirage Frame come about? It was the Librarians, the enemy organization that appears in Versus Astray, who gave it that name. Their true nature remains shrouded in mystery. They are a secret society with connections to both the Earth Alliance and Logos. They are led by people known as the Family. The Librarians are an organization that places tremendous importance on data. They acquired the 5th Gundam Astray and upgraded it with the latest technology, resulting in the Gundam Astray Mirage frame. Its armor and exposed frame were replaced with valuable fish shift armor. Additionally, it was equipped with a special Mirage colloid system. I'll talk about the Mirage colloid system at the end of this section. The pilot is Rano Gina Sahaku. Gina dies partway through the Astray story. However, the Librarians used a technology called Carbon Human to create a new Gina. Strictly speaking, he wasn't Gina himself, but he possessed the skills of an exceptionally talented pilot and could therefore bring out the full potential of the Mirage frame. I plan to create a separate program that explains Carbon Humans in detail. Put simply, it's a technology that modifies a person to make them as similar as possible to the original. In the real world, there is also the technology of plastic surgery, which changes a person's appearance. Carbon Human technology takes this concept down to the cellular level, including the brain. Of course, in order to carry out these modifications, a human body is required. Even in the world of cosmic error, it could be considered an extremely terrifying and sinister technology. Now, let's talk about the performance of the original Mirage colloid system. Warning! I'm going to reveal some plot details for Freedom Astray here. If you want to enjoy the story without prior knowledge, please skip ahead to the next section. Are you ready? The Mirage colloid technology installed in the Mirage frame allows the mobile suit to project images and disguise its appearance. It's the same concept as when the Destiny Gundam projected images to create multiple after images, which confuse the enemy pilot's visual perception. In Freedom Astray disguised itself as the Strike Freedom Gundam. The effect was so convincing that even the elite mercenary groups up and tail were fooled. However, their leader Guy Murakumo saw through the disguise and recognized that it was the Mirage frame. This demonstrates the power of the special Mirage colloid system. It can deceive to a level that is almost impossible for the human eye to detect. Also, the new Gunpla includes the identification number 11. This is Sap and Tail's identification number. This number was given to Gino when he temporarily cooperated with Sap and Tail in Freedom Astray. It's great that the latest story setting has been incorporated into the kit. That's the end of the spoilers. From here on, you can relax and enjoy the program. The second issue is a modified version of the Mirage frame. It has been remodeled for extremely close-range combat. One of its most notable features is the clone-like compact sword weapon. In the new Gunpla, the compact sword has been redesigned. Those mounted on the arms are called the bracelet type. Those equipped on the legs are called the anklet type. Interestingly, they have been named in alphabetical order as A, B, and C. Its greatest feature is the transformation mechanism that allows it to take on a beast-like form. The humanoid form is called Tyrant Mode. The beast-like form is called Brute Mode. This form uses data from the Baku and the Gaia Gundam. It gains astonishing mobility, enabling it to evade virtually all enemy shooting attacks. However, the shocks are too intense for a normal human body to withstand when moving at maximum speed. This is why Gino modified his own body to create a form capable of performing at the highest level of combat in the Mirage frame. It is also armed with shoulder-mounted weapons called fin rifles. These weapons also make use of Mirage colloid. Like the Forbidden Gundam's Jesh-Medic Panzer, they can bend beams when firing. Due to micro-precision, the range is shorter, but when combined with the speed of Brute Mode, they unleash formidable combat power. It also comes with the standard weapons such as a beam rifle, beam sabers, and a shield. The fan-like beam sabers, known as saber fangs in Brute Mode, are particularly striking. The product page also states that it can transform into Brute Mode without the need to swap parts. That's some pretty impressive engineering. The Brute Mode form itself also looks really cool. Compared to the old Gunpla released years ago, this one is far more stylish. While the older kit was well shaped for its time, modern techniques have made the new version even more beautiful. However, it seems that a stand will be necessary to display it stably in Brute Mode. Even so, it still makes quite an impressive and cool impression. The Master Grade Gundam Astray Mirage frame will be released as a premium Bandai exclusive product. It will cost around $44. Please note that this price may fluctuate depending on exchange rates. Pre-orders in Japan will begin on 12 September. Shipping is scheduled for November 2025. Please note that this schedule may vary depending on the country or region. Thank Thank you so much for watching until the end. We'll see you again in the next program.